Throughout Indian country, US and Canada, the red dress has become the symbolization to honor the murdered, missing Indigenous women. Tonight, we'll be honoring all three categories of the women's dance style, traditional jingle. And fancy? As the red dress symbolizes and focuses around the issue of missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls across Canada, it is a visual reminder of the staggering and epidemic number of Indigenous women and girls who have either gone missing or have been murdered and who are no longer with us. It draws attention to the gender and racialization nature of violent crimes against Indigenous women, and also a call to action to stop all forms of violence against Indigenous women and girls. There are more than 1,000 women who have gone missing and murdered across Canada over the past 30 years, and many believe there are many more undocumented cases. Through this special tonight, we want to show that our Indigenous women will not be forgotten or ignored. This is a remembrance and dedication to missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls as our daughters, as our nieces, as our mothers, as our aunts and grandmothers. Throughout Indian country, US and Canada, the red dress. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, as we stand in honor tonight through celebration here at the FSIN, we celebrate song and dance and celebrate life. But at the same time, the murdered, missing Indigenous women, the red dress, as symbolizes the issue in Indian country. We thank each and every one of you for your kind attention, your reverence, your good thoughts and prayers. As this honor song is being rendered, let it remind us of who we are and where we come from. Let it remind us of our ancestors that have gone on before us, that have paid a legacy and tradition. It wasn't very long ago that our First Nations people, Indigenous people, came together in unity through diversity to overcome oppression, to overcome the struggles and trials and tribulations of each and every one of our histories, to have come this far to remind us that our women are sacred, that our women are holy, as they are life givers. They are the only ones to bear child, to produce life. We honor our mothers, our grandmothers. We honor our children. And as men, Native men and warriors, our role is to provide and protect. To protect and provide. Thank you, POUNDMAKER. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated. Thank you for standing. At this time, as we bring Jada out to the center, we've called upon these four elder women in the four directions. And we want to thank Elder Judy Pelly, Elder Madeline Goodwill, Elder Shirley Tatusas, and Elder Maggie Chemakis. While Jada renders this song, we're going to ask each and every one of you for your silence, for your respect, reverence. We're going to call upon these four elder women that surround her to begin your prayer at the beginning of the song, and after the song is done, to close your prayer. Tonight, we leave the floor open to extend the prayer to the crowd, to the people that are sitting in the stands, high and above, that you open your heart and you open your mind, and once again, to gain awareness of the murdered missing Indigenous women, to bring attention to the issue that's facing not only Canada, but as well as the U.S. So with that, Jada, we turn it to you. Thank you, Jada, and the elders for your prayer. Let's give Jada a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, a beautiful song. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Wooden Face. Song number 1 there, JR. Thank you. Round of applause for song number 1 for our women's traditional. And once again, we're going to select 8 finalists. Judges, you may make your selection now. There's 4 judges, 2 dancers apiece. And stand by, Wooden Face, we're going to come back to you for song number 2. If you've been selected, we're going to ask you to go to the center of the arena, and then we will have, or actually come on up here. The final 8 that are selected, come on over here and shake hands with Dorothy and some of the partnerships. And then we'll have the remaining dancers come on through and shake hands in sportsmanlike conduct. I believe that's 8. Am I right? A round of applause for the remaining dancers. Women's Traditional, thank you for coming on out. If you would like, you can come through and shake hands as well. You don't have to if you don't want to. So we have the top 8 here that are coming on out. I know 7 of the 8. I know Kaylee Starblanket and Faith Goodstriker, Askew Roan, and Bobby White, Wakia Jane, and Marissa Satok, and Madeline Goodwell. And that one right there, I don't know, and I'm gonna go ask her name. Corinne Yapes. The final 8, you may take the floor. That's not bad for 7 out of 8, Gary. Hey, we still got those meal tickets? Me and Conrad a little bit hungry, ain't it, Conrad? Ain't it? Top 8, we're gonna come back to Wooden Face for the final song. In 10 seconds. Water people, we're coming back to Wooden Face in 7 seconds. 7-minute abs. In 5. Turn the microphone on. Wooden Face, we're coming to you. Imticha, Imchila. Round of applause one more time as these traditional dancers dance to an old victory song in Chichas. As we call upon our judges in the center, talking about it, we're going to choose first place, champion first, judges. You get your choice out of all 8 dancers to choose a champion. First place, yep, whenever you're ready. There is your champion in the women's red dress traditional, Askew Roan. Second place will be chosen now. Representing the Coeur d'Alene tribe of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, the basket hat short fringe, Bobby White. Third place. Your third place champion, Wakia Jane Myers. Wakia Jane. Fourth place, and our final top four, and the remaining four will receive a consolation prize. There she is, your fourth place Kaylee Star Blanket, and round of applause for the four remaining consolation winners. The women's fancy tonight will be selected by the Family Information Liaison Unit and Liaison Officers. We want to thank the Liaison Officers for coming on out and helping one of our sponsors as well. Third and final call. Are we ready to go? Poundmaker, song number 1, Women's Fancy. Women's fancy, and we have how many judges, Milton? 4? 8, selecting one dancer apiece at this time. Judges, come forth and choose your finalists. Yep. Judges, choose your finalists, and then we'll go to the second song to determine our champions. So if your dancer is being selected, come on over here and shake hands with Dorothy. And if I know your name, I'll say it proudly. If not, I will ask. TJ Gadwa has been selected, as well as Kea Kermont. We have 2. Amber Cleveland's been chosen. Come on up this way and shake hands. Melinda Goodwill. Nicole Larson. Once again, as I call upon your name, I'll say it proudly. If not, I'll ask you when you get here. Gina Daniels. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 3 more. River Lily Watney. That should be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 2 more, I believe. Right? Milton, where's your judges? Amber's 1, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 2 more. That's 7. I believe we have the top 8. Melody, good strikers are number 7, and Kiana McKay. Those are the top 8 that have been selected. The remaining dancers, give them a round of applause. They come on out and jam down to Poundmaker. We're going to go back to Poundmaker for the final song, so as soon as the handshakes are done, top 8 take the floor once again. Come on out, ladies, make it quick. If you need a quick drink of water or somebody bring them some water, make it fast. We're going to go back to Poundmaker in 10 seconds. But I'm going to count slow. 10 Mississippi. Yeah. Poundmaker, stand by as we're going to have those judges once again. You're going to be choosing first, second, third, fourth place. The remaining 4 dancers will receive a consolation prize. All right, here we go. Poundmaker, championship song there, Clyde. One more time, let's put our hands together and show these women's fancy some love. Thank you, Poundmaker. And now at this time, now done, we have our judges that's going to be choosing our champion. Gene Sutherland. Where you at, Gene? We're going to ask you to choose our champion now. Ladies and gentlemen, there's your champion of the red dress in women's fantasy, TJ Gadwa. Michelle and Carmen, we're calling upon you to choose our second place champion. There's your second place champion, Kaya Kerman. All the way from the Mile High of Denver Bronco Country. Thank you. Who's choosing third? Mallory? Mallory Thunderchild. He said Mallory. Third place champion, Melinda Goodwill. And now Mallory, you'll choose first, fourth place champion. And I forgot this one's name, but that's our fourth place champion as she comes on over here in an awesome red dress material. She probably just finished making that dress last night. I don't know. Nicole Larson is our fourth place champion, and the remaining dancers are also receiving a consolation prize. Women's Jingle, come on into the arena, Women's Jingle. Black Otter, we're coming to you for the Women's Jingle. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the judges for the Ladies Jingle will be from the Blackbird family in honor of Margaret Blackbird. Margaret was a 21-year-old mother of two when she went missing from Loon Lake, Saskatchewan in 1951. The Saskatoon RCMP Historical Case Unit is investigating the missing persons case. It is the oldest one involving missing and murdered Indigenous women in record in Canada. Tonight, Margaret's daughter is here with us, representing the Blackbird family. She was only 12 years old when Margaret went missing. Cecile attended residential school when she was a child and would only come home during the summer break to stay with relatives. Cecile says that the police have rarely come around to ask any kind of questions or information about Margaret's disappearance. So today, where is Cecile? So we want to recognize her in a good way on behalf of the Blackbird family. And ladies and gentlemen, 1951, how many years is that? That's almost about 70-something years, huh? I need some help with the math. 67 years, thank you. I knew Larry White had a calculator watch for nothing. Women's Jingle, are we going in one group? All right, one group, ladies, and I know there's a lot of you out there, so we're going to ask you to kindly respect your neighbor. And we're going to Black Otter. Do we have the judges? Do we have the judges? Song number one, Black Otter. Round of applause for song number one. Wait, come back here. While we have our judges make a selection, I have a young lady here too, and she said, you know, I wonder if it would be possible to make mention of Happy Mary Charles that went missing from PA about 18 months. And so on that note, if anybody knows anything or any whereabouts or information on Happy Mary Jane Charles, thank you. Now we have all of these women's jingle to choose 8. And we have judges to choose a finalist now. Judges, if you're out there, choose the finalists and bring them on over here so we can shake hands. And then we'll go just the same format we did with traditional and fancy. I believe we have Amanda Iron Star has been chosen. Lacey Albert has been chosen. Connie Star Blanket. Taylor Fine Day. Osa Roan. How many is that? 5? The little one too? Oh, okay. Eartha, good striker. I had to think of it a little bit. Heather Ketchamonia. Lorenda Thunderchild. I believe that's the top 8. Am I right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A round of applause for all the remaining dancers on the floor. It was a pretty tough job to choose 8 dancers out of a sea of champions. Thank you. On behalf of the sponsors and organizers here, honoring the Red Dress Special, all of you ladies, we say hi, hi. All right, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. The top 8 have been chosen. The final song by Black Otter right now, we're going to ask each and every one of you ladies. This is our final category to honor the red dress. And we've chosen the jingle last because this is a medicine dance. And we ask each and every one of you, top 8, to kindly say a prayer while you're dancing, maybe in the beginning, or towards the middle, or towards the end, of all murdered, missing Indigenous women. A short thought, a short prayer. Black Otter, coming to you.
Ah! women's jingle. Thank you, Black Otter. Thank you, gentlemen, thank you. And now let's call upon first place judges, Carnella, Sherry, and Jonathan. We're gonna ask you to come on out and choose our champion. Where are they at? Oh, there they are. Here they come. There's your champion, ladies and gentlemen, the red dress. Lacey Albert is your champion. Second place, Carolyn and Marv. Well, actually, just Carolyn. Marv is just there to watch. Second place champion, Eartha, good striker. Third place being chosen by Alice and Jojo. Third place is Amanda. Amanda Goodwill. That's right, she's married now. All right. Scratch the Iron Star. Or it could be Darwin, I don't know, Darwin Iron Star. Yeah. Now, fourth place being chosen by Ariel. And is it Kieran? And there she is, your fourth place champion, Taylor Finday. And the remaining four dancers, come on up. We have a consolation prize for you as well. Especially Lorenda. I like the way you were jamming out. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we close out this special to honor each and every one in category, we're going to ask Vice Chief Heather Bear to come on up and say a few closing remarks on behalf of this issue and all the MMIW and a little bit with all what took place here this evening.
Thank you. First of all, I've been so moved this evening, so moved by the ceremony. And thank you, everyone who has been a part of this, the singing, the dancing. Thank you for bringing healing to our people who have maybe lost a loved one, or maybe a loved one who's not with us anymore. I want to say to the families, your voices have been heard, and the memories will never go away. You've suffered great sorrow. And it is our vision that we will put an end through the ceremony. We will put an end to our women being murdered, our women going missing. And it's so important in this circle to be reminded of the great teachings. And as you know, I carry my headdress, and I'll tell you why. In honor of our first lawmaker, our woman, in honor of the great mother, Mother Earth. And with that, we have the natural laws. And we know that Mother Earth is a water carrier. And without the water, we may not have life. And without the women, we do not have life. And when the Creator bestowed a sacred responsibility upon our woman, it was to protect the water. And the teachings and the instructions that we give the men, this is why we exist. And when we bring children into the world, the Creator, our blessed Creator, has instructions for us. Those are the great teachings of our people. This is why the men protect us and they enforce the laws that our Creator has bestowed, those teachings. That is why we exist. That is why we call on our men, our brothers, our young boys to learn these teachings. And as we set the table as mothers and grandmothers, we set the table and we will revitalize these teachings. And that is what will help our people heal and put an end to this suffering. So with that, everyone, I love you, take care, and to all the people who have suffered a loved one, let your suffering be gone, and know this, that there is a holy land, and that we will be looked after by our Heavenly Creator. Ikchimegwech, Naskaman.